Is that a thing that drives either of you guys with work? Like, is it the comfort? Because that's what drives me with almost everything is comfort or discomfort. Do you know what I mean? I'm either in discomfort and I need comfort, or I enjoy comfort. And sometimes the discomfort is what makes me work. But is it the comforting shit? Like, no, not so much. You really like the work.
No, yeah, I don't think
like
it's
the
the comfort.
too. Yeah.
You're thinking comfort right now because that's more reflective of where you're at.
Right.
I think as you progress down this road you're on, that you're starting.
Right.
I think you'll realize it's not a comfort thing.
Okay. What is it?
I think it's more. I think there's a lot of discomfort.
Yeah. I'm good with
There's
discomfort.
a lot of anxiety, a lot of
The
stress.
anxiety, dude. Yeah, so, okay, that's a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Let's fucking talk about it. The fucking anxiety. So last night, I couldn't go to bed because we were doing this today, right?
Right.
And this is every day
Yeah.
for me. Anytime I got to do anything, my brain starts 48 hours before. When I tell people, how much do you get paid for the show? You know, I do shows for free. I do shows for $35. I do shows for $1,000. And every one of those, I'm not getting enough fucking money because people are like, $500 to do 20 minutes. That's fucking amazing. No, it's 48 hours of me stressing. Am I going to be good? Am I going to fucking suck? Am I a fraud? Is everybody about to figure it out?
Yeah.
And last night, I had the same thoughts about this shit. I got in my negative fucking headspace. I snapped myself out of it because my kid was there. But the anxiety fucking takes me, and it takes me a lot.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to fight that back. But you guys, you talk about having anxiety, but it just looks like you're fucking working.
We just handle it well, but it's always there a lot.
And you'll condition yourself better. Yeah. So not like 99 out of 100. If you just show up, you'll get through it.
That's how I feel.
I mean, literally.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to say the fake it till you make it, but it's not. It's just show up. Like it doesn't really matter how bad things get, because the reality is things can get terrible, and maybe you can't do anything about it. But you can't do anything about the act. But what you can control is how you react to it, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, I liken it to, like, let's say that some terrible thing happened. You're going to stress about it, thinking we're going to act some type of way. Really, the only obligation you have is just to communicate with us so that we're in the same know that you are.
Yeah.
And we all come together and figure out a way to move forward, right? Yeah. Like, we say this to people. We say, hey, if we're gonna make money with you, we should be willing to lose money with you, right? Yeah. It works both ways.
Hell yeah.
Which also means we got to be able to solve problems as a team together and know that me and him plan for. I mean, like, man, I'm telling you.
Plan for the losses.
You got to plan for
That's how I live my whole life. It's not financial. It's just emotional, though. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm always ready for the emotional loss.
Right.
But that's what's different now is I said to somebody I was talking to a couple weeks ago, I've always been ready for bad shit, but now I'm ready for good shit, too.
Yeah.
And I know both are going to come because I'm expecting both. I was only expecting the bad shit for a very long time.
Right.
Neil saw me having a panic attack on Sunday.
Yeah.
The club, I was at the club and I was bartending. And the crowd starts coming in, and I didn't want to do it. And, I feel pinned back there a lot of times. I like being there. Anyways, the anxiety hit, and, there's no option. And I know this. It happens at every show I've ever done. And people say, oh, you're so fucking comfortable on stage. And I am. As soon as I get up and I start talking, I'm at home.
Yeah.
But in the middle of that, there's a lot of doubt. And before it and after it, it's all only doubt and bullshit. Yeah. And I'm trying to fix that part of it,
No, and you'll overanalyze, like, after things happen. You'll beat yourself up about it. But the reality is, this is going to be a little cliche. I'm still in this somewhat from Neil's way of thinking.
Cliches are cliches for a reason.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
True, yeah.
You go cliche heavy on this show.
I'm going cliche as shit right now.
All day.
So, like, right now, you're the youngest you're ever going to be. Right
Again,
now,
yeah.
But you're also the oldest you've ever been.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And so think about that. It's like and I'm working on this, but like the thing that whatever's happening in this before this podcast that had me in some type of negative space, if I let it keep me in that negative space, it's going to negatively affect things moving forward, right? It's that ripple effect. But if you can, as quickly as you can, reset yourself and recenter and move forward, you start to realize that the lion's share of the world's problem that everybody worries about, most of it's not really that big of a deal. And I don't want to. What I mean is,
I understand perspective.
It's perspective, yes. Right? And like,
I always tell
if
people,
you live through it, that's you can get through just about anything.
I used to do a lot of comedy about childhood trauma. We'll get into that. We're going to talk about all that shit. I'm going to cry a lot and get real emotional, but I used to talk about a lot of that stuff on stage and try to figure out how to make it funny. And people would always, they'd either how is it okay for you to talk about it? How are you okay? And I'm like, I'm not. That's why I'm talking about it. If I was okay, I wouldn't have to talk about it, but
Right.
because I have to. And then the other part of it is, what the fuck were we talking about? I'm so spaced out right now. I just got amped.
He's like, I'm jacked as
About
fuck.
perspective, dealing with
Overcoming things.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
gives a
Issues.
fuck?
and anxiety.
I got too high.
Yeah. You didn't share.
It's around somewhere.